An investigation into bogus stem cell therapies to ease pain finally ends with the discipline of a Chicago area chiropractor. The licensing action comes 6 years after the CBS News investigators went undercover to expose the unbelievable claims being peddled by that particular doctor. Dorothy Tucker has this update and one big question. What took so long?
I was having arthritis pain in my knee.
Patricia Corona remembers the pain from years ago as being so bad, even walking around her home was difficult.
It was a stabbing pain, constant, hard to get up from a sitting position.
And then
I got a flyer in the mail for stem cell injections. Come have lunch with us and we'll explain the process. And I thought, well, it's not going to cost me anything, so I'll go.
You here for the seminar?
She went to a seminar like one of these CBS News Chicago attended and recorded back in 2018.
What convinced me was the fact that it wasn't going to have to be surgery, that this would work.
Therapy that can help you get out of pain.
The presenter, Dr. Jill Howe, a Northwest suburban chiropractor.
The person who did the seminar was hopping up and down on her ankle. I should have known that was fake.
Our undercover cameras caught that sales tactic. Here's the doc, demonstrating to potential future patients how stem cells had helped her.
You all saw me walk up here. I can stand on my right foot, which is the one that I had the problems on. I can jump up and down. I don't have a problem in my ankle. And on an x-ray, I have an ankle joint again on the right-hand side where before I didn't have one.
Around that time, flyers like this one Corona got and these full-page newspaper ads touting the unbelievable benefits of stem cells flooded Chicago. YouTube videos, too.
So you can get new cartilage, you can get new knees, you can get new shoulders.
Corona signed up for the shots after checking the doctor's background. She hoped it would work.
You can get a shot, and within a week, it's going to start regenerating cartilage and stuff, which that didn't happen.
With her knee still as bad as ever, she filed a complaint with the State Department responsible for licensing medical professionals. Corona was one of 9 people who complained that they paid between $4,500 and $14,000 for stem cell injections that did not work.
I did follow-ups after nothing was happening. With the knee, it still hurt.
She says she wondered for years what happened to her complaint about Jill Howe.
What's the point of making a complaint, trying to get some justice for what happened, and they're not going to tell you anything?
But we told her what happened when we emailed her the outcome of the state investigation.
If you didn't send that email, I wouldn't have known what was going on.
So what happened? In its final reports, state investigators determined Howe had made false or misleading statements about stem cells and the 80% success rate she claimed they had. Nearly 6 years after Corona filed her complaint, in May of this year, the state took disciplinary action against Howe's license. A 45-day suspension, 4 years probation, and a $20,000 fine.
So she lost her license for 45 days. That's nothing, I think. I mean, it should be for a couple of years. Is she working somewhere else now?
We wondered about that, too, and went looking for Dr. Howe. We knew 2 of her Wellness Institute clinics in Schaumburg and Crystal Lake closed shortly after our reporting in 2018 and 2019. Recently, we checked out a business of hers in Gurnee, but we found a new one there now. So new, its name is handwritten on a paper covering Howe's old company name. And in Suite 102, new tenants.
They may have moved.
We found another location in Crystal Lake once connected to Howe, but that's now a tire store. And at a home address we had for her in Buffalo Grove, someone else who still gets her mail lives there now.
Thank you so much for your time. Sorry to bother you.
While Corona nowadays can easily get around on her surgically replaced knee, she remains bothered by a nagging question about the investigation.
I don't understand why it takes so long. I mean, you know her name, you know where her business is, you have the complaints. Why? Why did it take so long?
We asked the state the same question. What took so long? A spokesperson for IDFPR didn't offer much of an explanation. He simply said its investigation was extensive and that the hearing process, which took nearly 2 years, was handled carefully and fairly for all parties involved. Dorothy Tucker, CBS News Chicago Investigators.
Dorothy, thank you very much. Patricia Corona, by the way, also filed a complaint with the Attorney General back in 2018. We checked, and the AG's office says the investigation is ongoing.